So I'm Allie. I'm a speech therapist and behavior analyst, and I am excited to watch Love on the Spectrum.
My name is Maja Watkins. I'm really excited to watch Love on the Spectrum, and I am the founder of a nonprofit working with people with autism.
I'm Nikki Moore. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I'm curious to see what this Love on the Spectrum is all about.
All right. Thanks for doing this with me, guys.
Yeah.
Let's share and get started.
You ready?
Yes, ready.
And are you looking for love, Michael?
Oh, yes, I am. I would like to start dating. I just don't really know how to get started because I've tried numerous ways and they've all been unsuccessful.
What's your greatest dream in life?
To become a husband.
I have to comment on that.
No, that was the sweetest thing ever.
That's his goal right now. I'm my brother Zach with autism, when he has like a very specific goal set, that isn't my brother's goal right now. But if it was, it would be very, very all-encompassing. And that's so sweet.
Yeah, and I've heard that a lot when it comes to dating. It's just like, I have no idea where to start. I'm not really sure, but I know I want it.
I love that.
That's so sweet.
These are my love ducks. You are single and seeking love. Sit them beside your bed and love is sure to come your way.
I think everyone could use love ducks. That's so sweet.
It's adorable.
My husband has little love turtles.
I love that.
Oh, what is that?
It's a plaque. I actually made it specifically for my future wife.
When did you make this?
5 years ago.
Wow, you really want this, Michael?
Oh, yes, I do. It's the most important thing that I want to achieve. I often compare myself to my brother a lot, which is a big mistake. I would often label him as a fresh cut of meat from God and myself as a double scoop of dog shit.
Why on earth he wanted to compare himself to me, I don't know, but...
It's because I've often felt inferior to my brother.
Nicole, don't you feel like we hear that all the time in group? Like, just feeling so inferior?
Yes, comparison to others is a huge thing that comes up in group. And we just talked about it tonight, like not getting down on yourself and giving yourself a break. Oh.
And he's saying it so matter of fact, which it's probably a goal that he's working towards, but he's saying it very matter of factly.
Zach, watch this show.
Oh, it's great. It's so real, right? I was scared it was gonna have like Bachelor vibes to it, where it was like really fake and set up, but this feels pretty real.
Well, I mean, they can't lie, right?
No, that is a beauty of a person on the spectrum. They are not going to lie to you, or fake it. Like they say what it is.
I wouldn't mind that in dating. I mean,
Amy Schumer talks about that a lot, since she's married to someone on the spectrum, and she talks a lot about that, like how he's so honest, and it's so great.
So when you get a compliment, it's real. Like, I've heard her say that too. Like, if he says you're beautiful, you're really like beautiful in his eyes.
That's beautiful.
I know, right?
Michael, you've seen over the past few years how it just hasn't worked out for me either. Like, it just turns to shit.
That's also because like a lot of people our age aren't interested in commitment. They're only interested in intercourse.
Yeah.
I love how his sister just like assimilated an experience. I feel like I get that all the time. Like, well, it's obviously really easy for you. And it's like, no, not really.
That's true. My brother's, I keep bringing up my brother because he's around, he's like 32 and on the spectrum, but he's always saying with marriage and dating, he just says it's like so much work and it's so scary. And so it's like, this guy, everyone's different. If you meet one person on the spectrum, you've only met one person on the spectrum because everyone's so different, but he doesn't seem as scared.
No, he's like, he wants to do this.
Yeah.
What I also noticed with a lot of girls your age, Liv, when they're still in high school, they only want a boyfriend for intercourse. Not just for intercourse, but also as a bodyguard and as a sugar daddy.
I think every family needs a Michael. It just adds something different. I don't think he wants anybody loud.
or gothic or tomboyish or practically any girl that acts like she's still in high school.
Sounds
That sounds a lot like that.
Then
Stuff like
Very specific. I mean, I give him credit. He knows what he doesn't want.
I mean, I thought I'd watch this with the perspective of just working with kids on the spectrum, but honestly, I just constantly am thinking of Zach. He has pretty high standards, actually, and he needs to probably lower them.
I see that a lot, for sure. We talk about a lot that the biggest thing is just having common interests and people liking, your quirks and getting you, and not so much like either this or this. You're going to have these things or not. So.
But you guys, most people do this.
Yeah. No, you're totally right.
Like, people do this. They just don't say it out loud.
It's a really
I want somebody who's 5'8". I want blue eyes, blonde hair. It's like, people do this.
To be honest, we all do it on dating apps.
Yeah.
We're just judging the person that we're switching on. It's a really good point. It's just our individuals say it more explicitly to us. We just keep it in our head.
Exactly.
Yeah. True. We're all doing it.
Honest.
I'll consider proposing to her.
Okay.
By coincidence, I've already decided on the perfect wedding ring for my partner. In the form of a crown. To signify that she'll be my queen, per se. But I'm not really too keen on kids at the moment because I have a feeling that having children will ruin my chances of becoming wealthy.
Okay, so I actually feel like most guys have thought that, right? They just want to say it out loud.
Yes, definitely.
Right?
Yes, about that.
Like, they definitely crossed their mind.
Oh my God. He's my favorite.
I've been single for 25 years. I'm not too willing to be single for another 25.
What if you are?
I still refuse to take that for an answer.
But it's not an answer. I'm just saying it's a hypothetical. What if?
Not what if, it will.
Okay. That's it.
Not what if, it will.
It will. Okay.
Some of the individuals I work with who are children, I'm worried are going, unless taught some social skills and some perspective, are going to end up very much, my way or the highway, and that's not good either. Like he's going to run into a lot of walls if he doesn't learn to adapt a little bit.
Yeah.
This legal character.
No, I agree. Yeah, I think there's a lot of fear around not finding someone. You can feel it from him. Like he's scared. Yeah.
And I think when people reach adulthood and they're really looking for intimate relationships, I think that we don't give a lot of support to understanding the really great complexity of flirting with somebody else, or how do we develop an intimate relationship with somebody else.
Hello.
You guys come in.
Yeah, no, I love talking about this stuff. Yeah. It is true though. There's not a lot. I think people are trying, but it really is like, okay, you turned 21. Deal.
I've been studying human behavior for many years.
That's excellent, Michael.
Specifically in women.
Yeah.
Very proactive. I like it.
People with autism have incredible affection and deep love.
Yes.
Really wanting to connect.
I'm so happy she's saying stuff like this. I hear a lot still that people on the spectrum don't have empathy.
Everyone just jumps to that. It was written in one of the first definitions.
Yeah, and it's just
Messed everything up.
Couldn't be more wrong.
Yeah.
If anything, I feel like they're more empathetic than people I know. Like
they feel it more intensely.
Yes. I mean, yeah, but I hear that a lot. Like, oh, you work with people on the spectrum. Like, so you must help them with their social skills so they can like feel their emotions. And I'm like, nope, that's not what I'm working on. They feel them.
They feel them. People feel, everyone feels them. I hate when,
Yeah, they feel them. Maybe they're not expressing it the way that we expect them to, but they're feeling them.
But you two have obviously done a really, really fantastic job as parents.
They haven't given me everything. Not everything, but plenty. Which is still adequate.
Which is still adequate.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the difference between friendship and a girlfriend?
girlfriends, they're more serious, it's more intimate, and there's no hands to yourself business.
That was such a good definition.
Yeah, that's relationships in a nutshell. Like you just like no hands to yourself business. That is
So simple. That was great.
It's because you see, I've never had any interest in having sexual intercourse, as if you will.
Okay, this is where I exit.
They should exit. I was actually going to say they should exit. I hope they're about to exit.
Yeah. And I'm happy she was giving them perspective of like, ooh, do your parents want to hear you talk about sex? Probably not. Let's let them.
I also feel for people with autism because they don't feel like they have a lot of friends to talk to about this stuff. That's why I kept bringing up about Zach. Like I don't want to talk too much about that, but he needs a place to talk about sex.
For sure. And just to even ask, like, is this normal? Is this not normal?
Yeah.
Like I find a lot of the people I work with have started with porn, and like we all know there's a big range there of what actually happens in real life and what's portrayed in porn, and helping them sort of know.
I don't keep this, but this is why I've taken Zach to like 3 different strip clubs. And then I've like talked to him about it. And like, I don't know, at least I'm his age.
Yeah. Well, I think it's helpful because we all talked about it when we were younger, and it was like everyone was talking about it, so we were like awkward and like giggled about it. But now, yeah, it's a little bit harder.
With me though, to like chat with him.
Yeah. Oh, did I go to episode 2? What? All right. Well, that's all right. We did it. We talked a lot. We're good.
Thanks. Thanks for your time.